Xbox failed because of you by Fleekazoid. We've talked about Xbox and Microsoft specifically for a hot minute on stream, and I'm very curious to see what his take on this is.
Hey! Before one more of you rats dives off this ship for your precious little GameCube, let me make something clear. Xbox didn't fail, you all failed us. This is all your fault. Xbox has one little decade-long stumble and suddenly you're all packing your bags for the GameCube. Meanwhile, Nintendo can walk right up to you, steal your wallet, and sell it back to you as a collector's edition, and you thank them for it. But the second we tried to innovate by raising prices, removing features, or shutting down a studio or two, we're the villains? Wow, hypocrisy much? Wow. Meanwhile, PlayStation's out here winning awards for glorified tech demos. Wow, Astrobot can jump? Wow, Game of the Year. Master Chief can jump too. Why not Halo Infinite? No, really, explain it to me. Because from where I'm standing, Xbox is doing everything perfectly, flawlessly, and heroically. And you all want to step out on us? Gabe, how could you do this to me? We dock our super yachts in the same dock. We're the box guys. We invented boxes. But hey, no. Hey, it's fine. Because obviously, all of this is your fault.
I mean, honestly, I know this is supposed to be satire, but honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if this was actually like the mentality, right? Because we've heard about how, what is it, Xbox specifically had their gaming division had to like do a like 30% increase. I don't remember the details, but it's like it's an absurd level of like expectation, and at that point, it's like, you're kind of setting that up to fail, right? And I think the big push right now is that Microsoft as a whole is definitely going towards more AI. They're kind of consolidating everything. They're kind of consolidating assets and money, right? And they're trying to go for, AI, which I mean makes sense as there's a distinct lack of regulations in the market. So they're kind of letting things like their gaming division fall to the wayside. And, it's one of those things where if they end up getting, profit over profit, quarter over quarter, awesome. They're fine continuing to shovel slop. But if they don't get their 30%, or maybe it's going to be 40% next year, who knows, right? Eventually it just hits a point where it's like, cool, we're just going to pull the plug and then, do whatever they want to do. Dude, it's so weird. It's so weird watching them implode. And like, don't get me wrong, right? Crunch culture is pretty bad, right? Halo 2 is a product of crunch culture, and a lot of people like across the gaming spectrum love Halo 2, right? As someone who loves Majora's Mask, which was also a product of crunch, right? Like, yeah, crunch culture shouldn't necessarily be idolized. It shouldn't be like, this should be the standard. I will say that we used to get games a lot faster. We have budgets ballooning. We have, leadership at the top, a lot more bureaucracy, and a lot more private investment as well. People coming in who have no idea what a game, what is a video game? Oh, this is Asset 2947, right? Who have absolutely no idea how to code, what scale creep is, power creep, balancing, right? Net code, no idea. And they're like, we want this. It is such a weird sphere, and it's very interesting to watch, coming from Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 3, and, getting some pretty regular installments to like what? Halo 5 Guardians was like 2015 or something like that. Halo Infinite was like 2022, and like the beta was fine, and then it just kind of faltered. Like they like totally just said, nah, we're not going to use this tailwind. We're not going to like improve the game. Oh, Microsoft, you silly goose.
You people had just played what we told you to play, none of this would be happening. We gave you perfection, and you spat in our faces, so congratulations. You broke Xbox. That's how these people sound. Yeah. Their company is taste testing the barrel of a shotgun, and they're giving themselves 22% raises. Xbox is on the rocks. Crack rocks, that is. And if me and you are being honest with each other, this company has been on the crack rock since they made that NSA spy device. The Kinect was an elf on the shelf that was spying on behalf of the government.
So, if I understand it correctly, though, the Xbox Kinect, right, is actually really good for VTubing because of the the infrared sensors. Like, unironically, I hear it's actually really good.
Probably knew your parents' marriage was ending before you did. They definitely know you spank it every night at 2 a.m. Charlie. But I didn't come here to spread the truth. I came here to spread Matt Booty's hole.
Nice.
Dumbass idea that their real competition is TikTok. I'm sure this has nothing to do with your ass getting kicked by PlayStation. I'm sure you really believe brain rot is why your console sales are down 29%. Xbox used to make all-time hits. Now they make promises that they'll still be in business next year.
Oh god, is this the Halo Infinite thing? Decline sales, latest Xbox being on handheld PC. Microsoft said it's still making next gen consoles, actively investing in our future first party consoles and devices. See, here's the thing about this is why like image is important, right? This is why, you know, being able to trust you at your word is important. You know what else they kind of said? Oh yeah, we're gonna have like split screen co-op, you know, couch co-op in Halo Infinite. Remember how they walked that back and nothing ever happened? And I guess it was in the game. I guess some modders ended up finding it was in the game or something. Like, but they just didn't want to do it. They just, you know, hey, we made this promise. We're not gonna do it. What's the consequences? What can be done about it? Not like a class action can happen. Like, dude, it's so silly. So whenever Microsoft or Xbox, you know, because technically different but technically the same, right? Whenever either of them say anything, I kind of just like wave it off like that crazy uncle who keeps talking about like rabbits on the moon, right? And how, you know, they're weather terraforming Alaska. It's just like, yeah, Uncle Charlie, just whatever. Go eat your chicken. Bro, it really feels like anytime Xbox or Microsoft says something, I honestly just tune it out at this point. It's not even worth my time to read because they could just end up backtracking anyways.
Their president had to take a second job at the Dino Nuggies company.
Nice.
And where's Phil at? He's off paying men to work his joystick. Why the hell are they doing all this? I'll tell you. One day, a suit woke up, saw Activision's 34% profit margin, and decided Xbox should have all that too. His reasoning?
I like money.
The next day, that suit talked to another suit, and in a twisted turn of fate, he also liked money.
Can't believe you like money too.
Amazing.
So then those suits talked to the bigger suits, and believe it or not, they all said, I mean,
I'm pretty sure this has to do with an overabundance of business degrees, right? Like, yeah, there's a lot of money to be made in video games, don't get me wrong. We've talked about this a few times where like an overabundance of degrees in nothing burger positions or like management quote unquote positions, right? Well, you're not a ground level worker, right? Because you're a little higher, right? You have your honorary like pity position, right? A lot of business degrees, a lot of human resource degrees, you know, a lot of people degrees, and it's like no wonder why this gets bloated, bro. I want you to imagine your current management team. I want you to imagine them getting just one more manager. How much would that bog down the entire experience and make your job harder? Because you might have been doing your job for the past 20 to 30 years, but suddenly that new manager who is promoted from outside from some college somewhere suddenly thinks they know how to do your job better than you. Bro, it's like, how do you maintain a straight face? You have to laugh at the absurdity.
they just want all that money for all that money they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, got them. So they made an official decree saying we want more money. Now, are 30% margins even possible for Xbox? No. Did that stop them? Absolutely not.
So I definitely watched these out of order. I watched his Black Ops 7 video because I totally spaced that this video actually existed. But no, like I talk about this constantly. Because like it's such an impossible. It's just an inappropriate margin, right? I mean, sure, it's possible technically, but it is such an inappropriate expectation. And it's like, hey, if we hit this, awesome, we made money. Did we not hit this? Well, that sucks. And I've talked about how like Halo Infinite failing is going to have the wrong lessons for the industry learned from it. Well, you want a battle pass that never expires? Well, I mean, Halo Infinite had that. You know what happened to Halo Infinite? Despite, you know, not talking about things that happened with the Slipspace engine, contractors, mismanagement, etc., right? But no, because Halo Infinite failed, therefore, because correlation is always causation, you know, we're not going to give you battle passes and, you know, reward tracks that are always accessible because that's not what gamers want. You got a business degree from a college and you just refer to a game as Asset 7497 and you've never played a video game, mate, you're in the wrong sphere, okay? Respectfully. Like people talked about, what was it? People who didn't actually play Halo working on Halo, right? Okay, but do you at least game? Do you at least understand like what you're working with, right? And that's the big one, right? Like if I don't understand how to wire a junction box, why am I working as an electrician, right? Come on now.
Which is why, if you're an Xbox fan right now, your wallet is taking it in all holes. Look at these Xbox prices. $500 to $600 to $650. Jesus Christ, how expensive is Ozempic, Philip? And then if you think that's bad, they got a handheld coming out that is $1,000.
No.
If this hobby gets any more expensive, I'm gonna start reading fucking books. Hang on, I'm getting a booty call. That's what I call my special calls with Mr. Booty. Gaming's new competition is ducks. Their
Ducks?
30% profit goal is going so well that their console sales are down 29%. Costco
Nice.
won't even sell their consoles anymore.
I've been laughing at this. I've very much been laughing at that Costco pulling it from the shelves.
You know how bad you have to be for Costco to stop selling you? They still sell Tab Cola and PlayStation 5s. In
Yeah, they
fact,
do.
Costco hates Xbox fans so much that they actually make them take a separate entrance in the back. On a positive
Moving to the positive note. So I went to Costco yesterday, ironically. I actually went to Costco. Love it. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Not sponsored or affiliated. But like, I went to Costco. You know they still have Switch 2 Mario Kart World Editions there? You know, the ones that were like sold out for like the first like week, or sold out, quote unquote, right? They're just there. Like, I mean, that's the card you have to take up the register because it's locked wherever it's out in the store, right? But it's like, bro, you still have these in stock. None of these consoles are doing well right now. It's very fun. It's my favorite game to walk into the Best Buy, to walk into the Fred Meyer, to walk into the Costco and see how stacked they are of Switch 2s. And even Pokemon Legends Z to A, they stacks. It's been very funny to watch. Like, definitely next time you're out, take a look. See if they're in stock. See how big that stack is. See if that display's even moved.
note, they announced they're not going to do $80 games until they do $80 games.
Yeah.
And on the newest Halo remaster, they announced that because they only made half the game, they're only going to charge you double. Does any of this fit in Matt Booty's whole
Yes.
vision for Xbox? China is bullish on ducks. I repeat, China is bullish on ducks. We got annihilated by the ducks. So gaming's new competition is a job application.
Yep.
All right, what else we got? Oh yeah, I was gonna have a whole studio shutdown section, but Microsoft shut it down. Game Pass. You don't play Xbox games anymore. You subscribe to them like a gym membership you're too depressed to cancel. But that membership now costs $360 a year.
I've talked about this. So the big problem with it, and I've talked about this for a while, is that subscription services and anything has a break point, right? There is a point where it will become too expensive to justify the cost, right? I subscribe to YouTube Premium every month because part of it does go to people I watch for reactions, right? I don't know how much. I'm told that in the funny fine print that that's what it does. Also, ad-free experience. Now, let's say for the tier I'm at, let's say they're like, oh, we're gonna raise it by $5 now. You have to have ads every 5 minutes, right? Suddenly, it's not worth it to me. Or the same exact service I have right now, YouTube suddenly starts to charge $30 a month for it. Suddenly that doesn't look so great, right? So, especially because you don't own your games, right? Like, there is a breakaway point. There is a breakaway point of like what your average person will spend. And that being said, like there's a whole sliding scale of like, depending on, you know, how much you make per year and how much you're willing to invest in it, right? Like, you know, if they make it $500 a year for, Games Pass, right? I'm used to Xbox Live Gold. I always rate Games Pass as the actual word now, or name. But like, let's say it's like $500 a year now. How many people would cancel their Games Pass? I also disagree that due to heavy traffic, people so many people trying to cancel Games Pass, our server went down, and it's or whatever happened there, right? The website went offline. You can't have that. Microsoft is one of the largest corporations in the world. You should already have that infrastructure. Like, sure, if it's like a genuine DDoS, right, you can't help that, right? But those are also illegal, might I remind you. People who keep trying to DDoS every MMO I play, knock it off. Go fill out a job app. But like, it's one of those things where it's just, it's frustrating to watch. It really is. Like, the breakaway points are there. It's being so mismanaged, and it just makes you scratch your head. Like, they're cratering their own reputation, and it's kind of hilarious.
For what? Avowed and a bunch of shovelware that goes on sale for $5? Fuck all that. I'll just buy them. A more affordable plan is coming, but it's gonna have ads, which pissed off a lot of people. But I think if you saw the ad placement, you'd see there's nothing to worry about. You're not even gonna notice them.
Maria.
Yeah.
God damn it, it's me, Dominic. It's Dominic.
The bail money in the top right.
Whopper, 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 Whopper.
Every time.
Junior, double, triple, Whopper.
Gaming's new competition is the Holy Bible. They removed the 10% discount on games and replaced it with sweatshop labor for good boy points. Grind enough, and you'll earn a whole $1.25. So
This is why I've joked eventually we're going to get like a Ford Truck Month Battle Pass for all the new Ford EVs, where you have to drive X amount of miles within the Ford Truck Month to level up your Battle Pass to be able to unlock features for your truck. See, we joke about this and we'll kind of laugh, but then we like realize that like GM has a subscription for heated seats. Volkswagen has like, their whole subscription to like be able to like hit your actual top speed. And then we kind of just like laugh nervously and get a little scared for the Ford Truck Month Battle Pass.
you're telling me if I spend the next 300 days of my life playing Xbox, I can pay for the sales tax on 1 month of Game Pass?
Wild.
Sign me the fuck up! Another one of the great quotes by Xbox is, the best way to innovate is having good margins. Is that why you spent $80 billion on 2 franchises that have been milked to death? Get the hell out of here. Their business strategy was so ass that GamerSupps made a commemorative mouse pad just to celebrate how ass it was.
I might have to pick up that mouse pad for research purposes, obviously. Just strictly academic, you understand. I love how, is it Where the Winds Meet, new MMO that came out? I'm not saying it's going to be the WoW killer or eclipse WoW by any means, but I think that the current leadership at WoW and obviously higher up at Microsoft completely just misses the ballpark of, like, they missed the mark, right? Of a new MMO can come along and just provide a better service and people will flock to that MMO. I mean, I personally play Lord of the Rings Online. I have for the past 15 years, on and off, right? I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I'll play RuneScape. I'll play whatever, right? I mean, sure, I'll pick up WoW at some point. I will go through to experience it. I'll go through and experience, the Deathwing raids, what raids are actually in the game still, because I know they removed some. That's why I can't get Corrupted Ashburger anymore. But it's like, sure, you're kind of a footnote on my I want to play high-tier content journey, right? What does World of Warcraft offer that other MMOs do not offer? I would like WoW to answer that for me and definitively answer this is what we do. Because the Carlbot animation doesn't quite sell it.
Now, YouTube would nuke my house and firebomb the ashes if I show you the full thing, so check out the link below using code BAILMONEY for 10% off. And
Respect.
sure, maybe
Good ad read.
Xbox doesn't have exclusives anymore, but that's the genius of it. You can't lose the console war if you stop showing up to the battlefield. Look at it this way. If a cop pulls me over for drunk driving and instead I turn it into a high-speed chase, now I'm not competing for my sobriety, I'm competing for who has the fastest car. Besides, according to their president, Xbox games are antiquated anyway because everyone's playing Roblox. Sarah, how can you say that when Sunset Overdrive made you $567?
I mean, here's the other thing as well. Just because it made you money, did it make you the most money? And that's where people have problems, right? When we talk about businesses, we talk about businesses making money, right? It's not necessarily that businesses make money. You have to be, in the green. You have to be cash positive, right? Because if you're not cash positive, if you're in the red, you don't exist as a business. The problem is when people, companies, corporations, etc., right? When they are unethical about it, when they blow smoke up your rear, right? Where it's, profit over profit, quarter over quarter by any means necessary, milking everything, extracting all the value they can from things, mining classic and beloved IPs to push whatever buzzword, whatever there is, right? Devaluing the IP, going through and retconning things that, just completely ruin everything else. So, there's a number of things that people do take issue with, and I think those get conflated because there's a difference between making profit and there's a difference between making all the profit, which people have issue with.
Where the hell is Todd Howard anyway?
Where is
the hell
he?
are you working on, Ray Todd? You're 10? Gaming's new competition is ducks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I already said that. Gaming's new competition is gaming. Gaming's new competition is the lack of booger sugar in this goddamn office. Pimps, I think we really cracked Matt Booty's hole.
Nice.
Argument here.
Good stuff.
Xbox hasn't been the same since Bill Gates got cream pied on live television, but things are turning up. They finally made a great game, so let's flash over to Porky Fleek to kick off our Ninja Gaiden 4 review.
She had those huge honker.
Thought this was Stellar Blade for a second.
Astounding insight as always, Porky Fleek. And congratulations to Xbox for finally making a good game. We just got word Microsoft is going to find the men responsible and execute them posthumously. Xbox, this is how we fuck you.
Yeah, makes sense.
Thanks to the flock of pimps for bankrolling this video, and another huge thanks to all the pimps who use code BAILMONEY. We are over 75% of the way to that cup. We're doing it, pimps. Start thinking of what you want to put on that cup, because we're going to put it on, then we're going to go. All right, I got to go.
What a banger video. Excellent video, Fleekazoid. I'm just upset for Xbox gamers, for people who want to sit down at the end of the day, you know, can't go through their work week and just play games on their Xbox and are actively just getting a worse product. I guess, yeah, because Xbox Game Pass is also on PC as well. But you know, I'm actively upset for people because they should be getting a better product. And we're gonna see if Microsoft's AI gamble, you know, we're gonna see how that pays off. I'll date this video. But thank you everyone for watching. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, Fleekazoid, for another amazing video, and I will see you all in the next one.